right, welcome. I'm Randy Cross, and this is Unsafe Spaces. This is our fourth season. This is our 8th episode of that fourth season. Got a fun show for you today. A lot of sort of somber stuff, a lot of information, a little bit of sports, but it'll be your typical, I guess, Unsafe Spaces if you're familiar with this podcast. Joining us today is Dr. Eric Naputi of the Naputi Wellness Centers. Now, they started in St. Louis. Now they're located all over the country. And the best way for me to explain it to you is the doctor and his centers address the total body, the total person when it comes to medical care. But he also pays some acute attention to something that's, I think, has to be near and dear to a lot of us from an importance level, and that's the opioid epidemic and what's going on as Americans deal with pain. So we'll be talking to Dr. Eric Naputi. But first, I wanted to make note of something. You know, last week, a lot of news going on. A lot of different things happened. You had the president in Vietnam talking to North Korea about nuclear disarmament. You had the congressional hearings that were going on where a convicted liar was lying to people that lie for a living. Riveting television. But something happened that I think if you're like me, you didn't know this happened. But you really need to, because we lost a very important individual. We'll never know how important this guy was. Peter Chu. He was a senior at West Point. He died as a result of a skiing accident. He's obviously an extremely special young man. When you see what you're about to see is a tribute from his classmates at West Point. The whole idea now we've forgotten and gotten away from is these people that go to the academy, these people that are now the volunteers that go into our armed services, they are our citizen soldiers. And we lost a very important citizen soldier in Peter Chu. Listen to this and watch this tribute from his classmates at West Point.
In life aren't fair, all right? We're not promised justice. We're not promised fairness. If there's something we can learn from the way Pete Chu lived his life, which was unapologetically ambitious, all right? Everything Pete did, he dove right in. He gave it to the best of his ability.
If any of you guys knew Pete, he probably personally achieved more than all of us combined here. And the fact that he's saying he wants to value God and friends and fellowship and family more than all of that just goes to speak to who he was and the legacy that he's going to leave behind. So again, Pete was a phenomenal, inspiring leader. And I know that it's not the end of his story, because it's going to continue to live on in all of our lives. So thank you guys for coming out today.
Yeah, we lost a wonderful young man that most of us never knew, never are going to know. But I just want to say thank you. And that's basically what all his classmates were also saying. All right? I think that